is the quiz. I'm a professor, so I love doing quizzes, right? How many of you worked as a home-based business before? Okay. How many of you worked out of your home for a job? Okay. Did you ever find that one is the loneliest number sometimes? Yeah, you might go out and meet clients and customers, but you got to come back and do stuff, right? I used to do that. And then, you know, coffee shops. I'm old, so then coffee shops started popping up, right? And then I was writing my last book. I was spent a lot of time in a coffee shop. And I felt like I had to pay rent, right? So I ended up spending $300 or $400 a month in a coffee shop because I was writing a 700-page book. It took a while, okay? Great. So I paid my rent. Another time I decided that maybe I should just get an office, right? And the coffee shop was better than home, right? Because you can interact occasionally. People kind of knew that you were working, so they didn't bother you. But if you wanted a break, you could look up chat, maybe find somebody who knew something that you didn't, could help you. I actually had somebody review one of my chapters because she happened to be an expert in human resources. That was great, right? The interaction. And then in another life, I decided to rent a small office space. Well, the only office space that I could find wasn't all that small. It was 600 square feet. Well, that was kind of ridiculous because it was me, myself, and I. We needed one desk, a couple of chairs, a little conference table maybe if we wanted to meet with somebody in there. And that was weird because outfitting that and paying the overhead was not sensible. But it got me an office, it got me out of the house. Okay? But those aren't really good options. And then I also tried renting a small space in an office building where I could get one small office in a suite. And that worked pretty well. But those arrangements aren't easy to come by. So what we ended up doing is looking in this community at what are the options, okay? Because it helps, right? To work with other people but not have them in your face all the time. It works to know that you have somewhere to go, but you don't have to pay $300 or $400 of rent. And by the way, if you went to the coffee shop and it was really busy, what happened? No space. Or maybe if you needed an outlet, oh well, right? Or if I was there for a good while and they started to get busy, I really felt like I needed to leave even though I was paying my rent. So, you know, we wanted to address that problem and find a way to make working on your own not be working on your own to the extent that you want to be in community, you want to get out of the house. Maybe you're willing to give up the bunny slippers and pajamas stereotype and work more professionally, but still comfortably. And Hannah's going to tell you about this dream that she had.
Okay, so I'm Hannah Ehrenreich. I wear many hats. But today I'm here as president of Revolutionary Coworking, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our business plan. The last time I was at 1 Million Cups, I had a giant belly. It's been a little over a year. We were brainstorming the last time we came here. It was our second 1 Million Cups presentation, and we didn't know whether we were going to do a for-profit, a non-profit. The model seemed variable because we knew our market, but the space was the main connection point. I would like you all to connect with us right now, please. Pick out your favorite type of smart innovation and jump on it. Yes, 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 come do this thing.
I've already done this thing.
Okay, so Twitter's my favorite just because I've got a short attention span. Revolutionary Coworking on Instagram, I still know how to use it, I hope you do. And LinkedIn, I am Hannah Ehrenreich, this is Dr. Carolyn Glacken.
It's difficult.
I just got braces.
Speaking is a challenge.
Revolutionary Coworking on Facebook has been our most active to date. We are also getting our website set up. They're all variations of Revolutionary Coworking. I'll fill you in later if you guys get lost. Oh. Yeah, okay. Start with this. if you were here for my last presentation, you know that co-working doesn't start with a space. Again, that model, it was all over the place. Why? We had our community, we had our target demographics, but we didn't know exactly how to fit them into a building. But we started with Fayetteville Coworking. And actually this project, Revolutionary Coworking, started over 2 years ago. And that's quick, right? You guys have all started businesses, or most of you have. That's like, whoa, I can't believe we're here already, right? Well, we started with Fayetteville Coworking. We built it around key and principal stakeholders. We had conversations with all of these: Sustainable Sandhills, that's my organization, Barbera Solutions, Carter Media Consulting. Literally, I'm talking, dozens more about what we needed in this community. And then we figured out that our key demographics really were us. Military spouse entrepreneurs, transitioning veteran entrepreneurs, startups, independent professionals. That's who we were going to go to. We also have non-traditional age students, or PhD students, MA students, writing that dissertation. So we started forming partnerships within the community. Number one way to fail at a co-working space is to start without community. If you build it, they won't come.
That's right.
This is not Field of Dreams. So here we are, we built our community, and then we walked into Self-Help Credit Union and sat down with their New Ventures Fund, and they told us that we were a mission priority, and I almost cried. It is beyond affirming to have somebody who's read your business plan, who actually has a way to help you, tell you that you're on the right track. Not only that, but they can do something to get you that much farther along. When was this? November. What month is it? I just learned today it's February. We've gone incredibly fast. We have most of our feet under us. We finally got our painting done yesterday. But I am pleased to announce that as of February 17th, we'll have our first ribbon cutting. If you'd like to tour the space, you can come by this Friday. But we'll get to that later in the presentation. Again, community. It's more about, well, I can do it this way. There. It's more about who you know than how you know it. So here we are in the business model. All of these people are our market. I was trying to do a Wordle last night and I got really lost in the word games. All right, you guys have done Wordles? Mm-hmm. They're fun. I like pictures. But this is how we built ours, built our co-working space. What is co-working? Oh, come on, guys.
The solution to all
Nobody
the stuff
was-
I complained about.
That's right. Co-working is a shared workspace. It's essentially a membership model that replaces a lease. And how does this help all these different businesses? I would like you to repeat something after me. Overhead is your enemy. Oh, because that wasn't even convincing. Come on now. Overhead is your enemy.
Overhead is your enemy.
Visibility is your friend.
Visibility is your friend.
Again, not convincing.
Hey,
We're
it's
gonna
9
do this
o'clock in the
again.
morning.
All right. The real repeat after me is, we all know this one, right? Bill, what is it? Location, 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 right guys? Right?
True.
That's true, right? You know that gym that you went to once? You know it. Well, you wanted to get fit. You weren't gonna get your own CrossFit trainer. You weren't gonna buy your own elliptical / dumbbells / right? That's a lot of startup costs, right? Too much, way too much. So you went and you joined a gym membership. And it was fantastic. They had a juice bar, they had childcare, right? And you went once, why?
Location.
It was 15 minutes in the opposite direction from anything else that you had to do that day, right? I don't know about you guys, I'm actually perfectly fine with going to work looking incredibly sweaty and gross. But the people I meet with don't generally like that as much. So again, 15 minutes in the opposite direction, you went once, and then what? Well, back to the business model here for a second. You continued paying for the next 5 months because you were a little embarrassed that that you had only gone once, and you were still interested, right, in getting fit, but you still weren't gonna buy the dumbbell and the elliptical machine and get the CrossFit trainer yourself, so you were like, well, this is a cost efficiency. This makes a lot of sense, right? So what did you do next? You're continuing to pay on this gym membership. You've only gone once. You know it's the goal you want to achieve, right? You got a gym buddy. Positive peer pressure. Somebody to inspire you, someone to share your stories of, you know, maybe what you abstained from eating, maybe what you did eat, maybe what you did do in terms of exercise. Gym buddies, positive peer pressure, and in business, it's who you know, right? So the two major themes in co-working, why do these models work? And incidentally, mostly nonprofit models work, for-profit models don't work. We found that out the hard way. Let me save you some time. Location, 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 and it's who you know. Building the social capital of your business, and that's what you can do at this space. This might look a little familiar. The students of American history. I'm not going to read it aloud. I don't do that. So you guys you browse on through. You can tell me the next paragraph. Why did we pick the name revolutionary co-working? What on earth does it have to do with Fayetteville? This town gets an incredibly bad rap for its more recent history, correct? Downtown has gone through a major revitalization effort. The arts and entertainment district, the increasing urbanization of downtown, all these are to the benefit. But this city actually has a history predating the Revolutionary War. And we felt that that was an amazing part of our story. So, since we are overlooking the Market House, since we are a hop, skip, and a jump from Linear Park and Cross Creek Park, the statue of the Marquis de Lafayette, it seemed to us that that it made more sense to reclaim a legacy of independence, free thought, pioneering, and that's all of what went into the moniker revolutionary co-working. Have you finished reading the slide behind me? Ah, you didn't even start. You were enthralled in my presentation. I win. I don't like PowerPoint presentations, I'll be honest. I really enjoy just having them run in the background. I was told for this presentation, since we actually have a product to sell versus a concept to vet, I should actually follow a scheduled presentation style. I'm going to give you 10 reasons why you, today, should join Revolutionary Co-working. Oh, good pitch, right? It was solid, it was confident, it was in your face. High-speed connectivity. Who here has fought with Time Warner or CenturyLink in the last 6 months? I have just saved you 5 hours of your life per month that you sign up for us. Trust me on this, because guess how many hours I have spent on the phone with them.
I don't want to know.
We are working on getting high-speed fiber internet. Did people's eyes just light up?
Yes.
Because mine did. We're fighting for it, okay? Right now we have high-speed Time Warner. It still works. Let me just put it out there, all right? Monthly, cancel at any time. Why? Because overhead is your enemy. Your enemy. And again, that 5-month gym membership, that's kind of ridiculous, right, guys? But you could cancel it, right? Unless you went with one of those other chains where you can't cancel it. Have you ever tried to get out of a gym membership when you have one of those contracts? It's worse than a lease. Okay. You're sitting in the middle of that coffee shop, your phone rings. It's your job interview. It is your investment banker. It is, God, it's your mom, and she wants to talk about her health problems, okay? We are building a soundproof booth where you can step in, have a private conversation. Not everyone will know your business. But let me also be really clear. General co-working, what everyone thinks of, you drive your laptop, you sit down in a space, that is kind of the worst model of co-working. Why? Because you can't feel at home. You need to set up your stuff. You need to have your 2 monitors. You know, you need to have a sign on the wall next to your desk that tells me what your business is. Who are you in a coffee shop? You are anonymous. Not only that, but you are still disconnected. Just because you are in a hub of activity does not mean you are part of that hub of activity. or that that activity is doing anything for you or anything for your business, except your, croissant rent, which, trust me,
Yes.
that's what this is,
I was
okay?
105
This is not the
pound
baby bonus.
weakling when I started working
Oh.
No.
We have a small conference room where you can take personal one-to-one meetings. We have a number of life coaches that are interested as members of Revolutionary Coworking, and they need a space to meet one-to-one with people. They also I need, as an environmental nonprofit, a 20-person seated boardroom. We have that. All of these things flex. You need a space where you can educate 50 people, a class, we have it. Do you need to pay for it every month? Hell no. All right? These are the ways that we can expand, contract, fit your business perfectly. All the things included. So, what are you paying $400 for at Starbucks? Incidentally, not necessarily free trade coffee. Okay? There's a whole thing going on with the Kenyan coffee brewer unions and co-ops, and it can be very nasty business. Let me just put that out there. But you're paying for really crappy internet, somewhat bad background music, a whole host of chattering other people, and about 50 pounds of weight that you don't really need this time of year. We are a nonprofit. We serve the community. We are member-led. We are member-designed. If there's something that we need in order to serve our community better, our members will tell us, because we will involve them in the leadership of our organization. We will direct conversations, and we will have intentional community. And this is what we're building as a nonprofit. Who here moved to Fayetteville any time in the last 30 years? 40 years? 5 years?
I was born here.
You were born here, okay. That's fair. Did you ever go somewhere else and then come back? You are the exception to my rule. All right. Well, don't be offended by this. In fact, I'm not even going to say anything negative. What I will say is this. Isn't it pleasant to have somebody walk up to you and say, "Welcome to Fayetteville. How can I help you? How can I help your business? Who can I introduce you to that will grow your business? How do we build connections? What can I do for you?" That's what a co-working space is. It's a gateway into the business community. I would like you to answer a very important question for me. Do you know the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? Second question, do you know if the Muffin Man's muffins are any good? No, but you sure as heck know he lives on Drury Lane, right? Right? Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? Who lives on Drury Lane? Location, location, location. We are in the Self-Help Building, downtown Fayetteville. It was literally the first building I saw coming into town. Have you guys seen it? Right there on the corner, Market House Circle.
Right next to the wine bar.
It's got some of the best views in town.
For those of you who use wine bar.
The proximate location to the wine bar, the coffee cup, Sheriff Taste of West Africa, Sweet Palate. We are in the heart of downtown. These are all words that describe why downtown, why urban hubs are critical to economic development. The other thing is this, sitting in your pajamas, on your couch, sitting in Starbucks in a fancy suit, you are doing real business. But do you feel like a real business? You come to a space like a co-working space, you have an office, you have colleagues, you have a space where you walk in and your business is there, it is real, it is present, it's affordable, it is flexible, and the people who come to meet you will feel exactly the same way. It's impressive. We strive to be impressive. So if there's anything you see in this presentation or anything you see with Revolutionary Coworking that you think could be more impressive, but meanwhile, you know that the Muffin Man lives at Drury Lane. People are going to know where your business is.
You also may use the address for the business, correct?
Yes, yeah.
So if you aren't liking to have a home address, or I used to use a P.O. box, which people get a little weird about.
Incidentally, UPS and FedEx no longer deliver packages to PO boxes. Ask me how I know that, because I spent Monday chasing my W-2s for my employees all over town. I'm going to put down this for a second and tell you a little about sustainable sandhills. It's in my environmental nonprofit, I run it. I've been part of this community for about 4 years. And Sustainable Sandhills does education, demonstration, collaboration on a wide variety of environmental topics. It feels like we do hit and run environmental education. We're going to do a great program for you at New Century Elementary School. Actually, this year at FTCC, we are doing the Clean Energy Summit in March. Oh my God, that's amazing. Now try and find my address. Try and find my office. See if anybody's there. We needed a space where we could be more visible, where we could have collaborative, creative collisions, where people could walk in and talk to us. We loved the space that we were at before, but people couldn't find us there. That doesn't help me. We are willing, we are anchoring, we are participating in building this space as a private office membership because it creates the visibility that makes our education more effective. So just an FYI, those things, that is very real. And that is very real and has a great impact on your business. I said something about Friday. I would like to invite you in. We are gathering at the first floor space, 100 Hay Street. What's my address again? 100 Hay Street? Yes. Okay, that's good. So we're all on the same page? All right. 4 p.m. every Friday. My college had this tradition. 4 p.m., work would stop. You would gather in your central location, your dining rooms, your dorms, whatever, whatnot, and literally you'd have a snack break and talk about your week, your thoughts, philosophy, you know, that crazy professor, whatever you wanted to, whatever you needed to get off your chest. But it created, did the tissues disappear? I'm sorry.
I was looking at the
All right, I'm going to just wipe my nose and my hand. Don't worry about that. Can I shake your hand that I don't
Here
shake
they are.
it? Oh, thank you.
Good job.
Oh, God. Better with business plans.
She is.
Okay.
Take them away.
It's a way for us to make space every week to improve our business, to improve our connectivity, to be real, to mentor, to grow, to learn. So, Tenacity, 4 p.m., starting this Friday. I am Hannah. This is Caroline. We are here to answer questions. This is our contact information. If you're tweeting this, you should tweet some more. RevolutionaryCoworking.com. Again, just an FYI. In fact, if I may, if you could go back to your smartphones for just a second, your tablets. I think you should go check out our blog. On our website, really, right now. Come on, go, 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 go. There's a little something special on our blog right now that I would like to share with you guys. Also, please take a dum-dum, because you're not one. Get it? Get it? Yes.
What they're doing this time, you gave them, you have to let them do one thing at a time.
Okay, don't take a dum-dum now. Take a dum-dum later. Yes.
You went right past that.
I did go right past that, didn't I?
You did. It was like way back.
Way, way back.
Yeah.
Well, on our blog, anyone been there yet? Get there yet? God, I hope it's not mobile enabled. Seeing our website? You're there. What does our blog say? First featured post.
The first one I see is one MC for the 51% savings.
Oh my God! 51%? What does it say inside?
Surprise!
How do we love the public space within which to create business connections? Let me count the ways. 1 million.
So this is the Portuguese.
How much do we love thee? How much do we love you guys? We are doing a 51% off sale for a 3-month private desk membership that will end at, oh, how do I go to your, I'll do it this way. Oh, there's Chrome. It's going to take 3 years for Internet Explorer to load, right?
Yep.
You don't see the blog? Up on the top right-hand corner.
I could have something to do with
Can't fix that one.
Okay.
Cool.
There we go. So, we are doing 3-month membership for private desk spaces. That'll load in a second. We're gonna give you guys a 51% discount. $125 for private desk space. What does a private desk get you? Remember how I told you that co-working, what you generally think of our general membership, not so great? Come try us out, totally fine, you know? But at the end of the day, do you want to pack up all your source books? Do you want to have to like unplug your, not just your laptop, but your docking station? Do you want to have to bring your monitor back home? Like all the things that you set up to make yourself really effective at work, do you want to have to dismantle that day after day? Private desks, definitely the way to go. It's yours. You rent it per month. What's going on with the website? There we go. So this is us. Hello.
It's in progress.
Oh, great. These are our different membership levels. And this is what I wanted you to see. Cindy and Tamara will tell you, you always have to do the math. You always have to do the math. Is this a great deal? You know. I did the math like 8 times because it was 11 o'clock at night last night. So if this is wrong, you need to tell me, but I'm pretty sure this is right. $125. That's what gets you a private desk membership. We're not staffed up. We don't do the 5 hours, blah, blah, blah. You got a private desk membership. Use it as much or as little as you want for the whole month. Okay? It's yours. Nobody else is going to touch that desk. You got a private space to lock up your belongings should you choose. We do promise security. You did see that on our previous slideshow. But if you feel the need, you have a private locker. You have 2 hours of the 20-person conference room time. Do with as you will every month. That is a conference room fully enabled with television, webinar, video chat, everything that you need. The private desk is a place for just you to really delve into work. It's got drawer space, it's got table space. You can bring your own chair if you like, but we provide the chair. Got a little plaque on the wall that says what your business is. Put your logo right up there so people can see you. You're visible. People come and check you out, talk to you. 51% off. Why 51%? It sounds like a very large number.
I'm the treasurer. I'm having a heart attack over here. So.
Well, it closes at 10 o'clock. It's 10:01. If they don't take advantage now, it's going to be gone.
Oh, okay.
Pretty soon. Hi, come on in. All right. So 51%. This was our flash sale on Black Friday as well. We want to offer you a chance to come and check us out. 3 months. You come, you see it. You purchase it now, you can give it to a friend later. It's up to you. All right?
It's less expensive than a general co-working spot.
Right now it is less expensive than a general co-working spot. We have one private office suite that is still available. Private office is your own locked doors. It's over 600 square feet in space. We provide everything. Desks, chairs, a Wi-Fi, utilities. You come in and you work. That is the purpose. Productivity, simple, efficient, and yes, tax deductible on 2 levels because God, it's a business expense, but you know, we're also a nonprofit. So you're doing good for your community. Right here, by being part of us. So anyhow, just today, this is for you. I hope you will join us. Can I answer any questions?
Parking?
Parking. Okay, so does downtown have a parking issue? It really doesn't. We have 2-hour and 3-hour spaces, like literally outside of our door. Around the corner from us on Maiden Lane on the bridge, it's all-day free parking. Also, County Courthouse has all-day free parking. It is 1 block down the street from us. If you'd like to reserve a space, a parking spot that would be yours dedicated, the city garage has them for $50 a month. We are hoping to create a partnership with them moving forward, but that's definitely like later on my agenda in terms of making things work. But we do have a lot of different options in terms of parking. We're also on multiple bus lines, and we have bicycle parking.
First of all, very clever idea. Congratulate you on that. Now, your nonprofit, is it part of your Sustainable Sandhills Initiative, or is this completely separate?
This is a brand new nonprofit, completely different.
Completely different.
Completely
Different board, but is there any overlap in the board besides you being?
There is one additional Sustainable Sandhills employee that is on the Revolutionary Co-working Board. But aside from that, we are completely separate. It was not Sustainable Sandhills' mission to run a co-working space, and that was the decision that ultimately launched this as an independent nonprofit. Tony?
Do you have a day rate? And
We-
what's the capacity for the space, how many co-workers can have at a given time?
Technically, we haven't gotten our numbers from the fire marshal yet. Our day rate is $25 a day. Also, our community memberships. Let's say you already have an office, or you're happy working from home, but you want to come in occasionally, or you would like to be invited to the networking events. It's $25 a month. You get a free day of co-working, and you get an invitation to everything that we do, education-wise and networking-wise.
And I think it's 99 a month for.
$99 a month for general co-working. It's not a bad place to start. Back up here,
And unlike your coffee, you can tax deduct it, as she mentioned earlier. It's really hard to deduct a coffee shop, see. Coffee. There it is.
so I put down social network discount. We are a huge believer that you and the networks that you are a part of are an incredibly valuable part of business and a part of our community. So for instance, if you are already a member of the Millsboro Project, if you are already part of Blue Star Families, for instance, there will be discounted memberships that go along with your participation. Private desks, right now they are $125. One of the beautiful things that we have about our financial model is that it is beyond sustainable. It is actually quite lucrative. As a nonprofit, that doesn't make us excited. That actually provides a challenge. The challenge for us is growth. We are one private office away from selling out our private offices. We've already sold 3 of our private desk spaces, which means we have to find a different house for them because we had intended to put them in one room as a showcase project. Now we have to expand to a different room. We anticipate moving to another floor where we have at least 4 more, if not 5 more private offices and a vast array of space for private desks in the next year. That means likely that our desk space price model will go up, and that's what's being proposed currently by our business manager. The things that you, oh, go ahead, yeah.
24-hour access?
So for private offices, you get 24-hour access. We are having a small issue with being part of a historic property that also used to be a bank. Do you know how thick the concrete block is underneath that building? The security firm literally told me it took them like a month to get through, and they're not doing it again. So we are working on swipe access that will provide 24/7 access both to coworkers and to private desk members. But right now, there's a limited number of people that we are willing to give 24-hour access to.
So it's the private desk and the private office.
Private office right now.
So what are the hours otherwise?
Once we open in 2 weeks, likely it will be from 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I would love to say 8, but until I guarantee my admin will open the space, I'm going to say 9 until 8 at night. Also, I'll let you know that the doors self-lock after a certain time. So the exterior doors, so at night you are guaranteed security once you're in the building. This door, this building, we're open. So when you have people come and visit you at the co-working space, in the morning they just walk in. After a period of night, they're going to have to buzz up to you. Okay?
You have the whole floor or just the room at the front?
We have the whole 6th floor and the 1st floor.
And a conference room on the.
Conference room on the 3rd floor.
So to clarify,
Yeah.
with the private desk, which is the discount that you're offering, it's the private desk. And you said something about each the walls being separate. Tell me again, describe the private desk again.
Okay, so a private desk, a general co-working space, I want you to envision a co-working space.
Open.
All right, I'm talking like 90s.com, people going by on segways, a hanging chair, right? We're gonna have a couple big standing desk bars. They're deeper than Starbucks, way deeper. and you can sit if you choose. We have the high chairs, but it's good surface for, so a couple people standing there, working, looking at the market house, great views, lounge chairs, sitting at a table all together, all right? And then you are down the way in your own space. Again, this is a quiet zone. You're in your own space. You have your double monitor set up. You have your drawers, 5 drawers on this side. You have brought your own bookcase and or locked filing cabinet right next to you. You've customized your desk a little bit, so you put that underneath, whatever, whatnot. You've got everything set up to your liking, and on the wall next to you is your business name.
But there may be a business, there will be another desk next to
2
you.
feet away from you, there's another business who's also set up their own private desk space. Nobody touches your stuff. Nobody sits in your desk. This is entirely yours. That's a private desk membership.
So it's more like a designated desk or a private not being private as in you've got your own separate office. It's not a private office, it's a
Not a
designated
Not a cubicle.
desk.
Not a cubicle.
It's a designated desk.
And then the community spaces for meeting, like there's the boardroom,
Mhm.
the conference room.
Right.
Small room, yeah, small conference room, meeting room, the boardroom, 20 people capacity. Actually, we have 20 chairs. There's probably a lot more capacity. You can fit other people standing against the wall and whatnot. And then right now we have the first floor space, which let's say you want to meet with somebody or you guys started talking over coffee. We have a coffee bar area, not a quiet zone where people can chat, get to know each other, you know, kind of exchange information. You can go down to the first floor and sit down, hang out, comfortable atmosphere, and have conversation, collaboration, team meeting, whatever you need to do. Yeah. Yes, ma'am?
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the social network discount works?
So if you are already a member of Fayetteville Young Professionals, if you are already a member of In Gear Career, if you are already a member of Millsville Project, those are the partnerships that we have currently lined up. If you are a member of, let's just start with those. You will receive a discount that's based on our negotiated rate with that organization.
Okay, so how does an organization that you don't have a partnership with develop one with you?
Tell her
You just send me an email.
want one, and
You send me an email and I set
Michael will
up.
probably talk to you, right?
Exactly.
Michael Barbera.
Michael Barbera is our business manager. He's the vice president of our board. Caroline is the treasurer and I'm the president. He will sit down with you and discuss terms. Yes, sir?
175, what is that?
That's what's gonna happen if you don't sign up now. We project, based on our business model, that space is going to become increasingly scarce in our location. And as we look to expand to new floors, we are likely going to increase the membership cost for private desks and likely for general co-working. I'm going to put a caveat. We have agreed, we've discussed, and agreed that founder memberships, essentially if you sign up this year, you're grandfathered in.
But not to the
Same price.
$61 rate.
I'm not guaranteeing forever, I'm just saying that right now, for the foreseeable future, if you sign up at $99 and you maintain that monthly, next year when our rates go up, that you will still pay that. Same deal with private desks. So,
Question, so, right now, your predominant challenge is expansion.
Our predominant
Yes.
challenge is.
And then-
well, our predominant challenge right now is stripping the floors. I will be very clear.
Okay.
I am not cut out for this kind of work. I'm gonna go to Home Depot later today and get a floor buffer. Do you know how scary that is?
It'll
like-
weigh as much as her.
There's
weigh more than you.
challenges. That being said, in projecting our growth, absolutely. This is a small space for a co-working space.
Right.
That's the biggest challenge.
The funny thing about co-working spaces, they're so flexible for everybody's business except their own. You get to choose. Are you going with a giant industrial warehouse? Are you going with something that is already outfitted in a corporate manner? Are you going with, in our case, a historic 1930 Art Deco building with beautiful accents? Well, we only have 1,900 square feet. So I've got 1,900 square feet where 1,200 of that is dedicated to private office space. And then I figure out how to use the rest of that space.
So do you have, specific expansion pieces within the building that you're exploring,
I
or?
do, but if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
I'm willing to die.
We're looking for a couple more board members, so if you'd like to buy in, we'd be happy to share.
There are options. The building has a lot of space in it, So when self-help credit union moved out, that took away, they moved back out of Fayetteville.
Self-help is very interested in serving our community. They are also the landlords for American Underground in Durham. So unlike most of the other organizations and financial people that we sent our business plan to, they actually knew what co-working was and were actually very excited about the prospect. And then they told us that we couldn't have a slide and we couldn't have a rooftop deck. So I'm sorry to inform you, there will be no slide and there will be no rooftop deck.
And there's not a skateboarding path in the building,
Not
it's
yet.
too small.
Not yet, it would be a really short skateboard.
Yeah.
Let's just be clear, great, if you can do corners and very tight, narrow railings, we've got a fabulous staircase for you to use, but.
So I guess my last question then, since I cannot,
Please.
I want to live at this point. So if there is a plan for expansion, what timeline do you see that happening? After you fill up this space?
In terms of private desks, we are already taking, or private offices, we are already taking wait lists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. But in
And-
terms of like even the private desk space, after those are all finished?
I'm happy to put your,
Discussing it, yeah. Yeah, one of the challenges is you don't want it to become a mini
Do you
office
have any problem?
place with only that. To
Right.
be co-working, you also want the general co-working.
Right.
So once we hit sort of where we feel the most desks are that we can have,
Mm-hmm.
we have to move to something else.
Got it.
And that could be, quite literally, it could be 2 months or it could be a year. There's probably a good 4-month, I'd say, to give ourselves some time this time, 4-month
And
time.
to give ourselves
once
at
we
least
decide
like
to do-
$3,000 in the renovation budget, because I am not paying that again. I am not doing it.
Yeah,
I did it once, it's your dues, right, Bill? You're the first baby, the first house, the first co-working floor, that's what you do.
right.
After that, you hire people. I wanna hire
Yeah,
people
this has
next
been
time.
completely sweat equity,
got
so,
Great
yeah.
muscles though, I mean, check this out.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
If it wasn't for my
Equity.
croissant dues at Coffee Cup, I'd be okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, it really is, as the space is flexible, there's a certain flexibility with that too.
Got it.
Because obviously we need to be at break even and sustainability before
Right.
we would take on more.
Yeah, you've stressed location, location, location.
Actually, location, and it's who you know. But yeah.
And who knows you?
And-
And where, do you know the muffin
Excuse
man?
me for interrupting you, I'm trying to ask a question.
My apologies.
What's the long-term viability in terms of you have a long-term lease, you got a 10-year lease, a 20-year lease, that you can stay there to maintain that location, and who you know?
So, the amazing thing with working with a community development financial institution is that they are committed to people like us. We walked up to them with our same spiel that we gave 2 years ago to SFL+A. Hi, we are an absolutely broke nonprofit and we have a great idea. And they said yes. So as a mission priority, I can't guarantee that they're going to be as generous as they have been in terms of our space lease numbers, but they will guarantee our viability in the space should we choose to stay there. And are interested in assisting us in our expansion planning.
Are there other businesses in the building as we speak that are likely to move out to give you this space, or how's that gonna?
There will not be
Impede
a
your growth?
space challenge. And I actually specifically addressed that with self-help when we had our initial meeting. Occasionally, in every community, I'm sure, when you have a fabulous idea and you prove that it's successful, somebody else decides that it's such a fantastic idea that they should move into your space and do it for you. We really had a heart-to-heart conversation with self-help about why, as a tiny environmental nonprofit and ragtag group of military spouse entrepreneurs, veteran entrepreneurs, and active duty soldiers, we needed their assistance to guarantee that our model, if it proved to be functional, could stay in the space and flourish, and they gave us that guarantee. Yes, ma'am.
What did this community do for you? Hit that button.
It's 51% off, it's just for you guys. Come try us out. Come into the space, join us at Tenacity at 4 p.m. on Fridays. Come see what we're all about. If you're interested in volunteering, I guarantee you've got a little bit of sweat equity left to do, but really, see how our model can work for your business. We have been approached by faith-based groups. We have been approached by large growing small businesses. We have been approached by individuals who are literally finishing the last few pages of a dissertation. They just need a quiet place where their kids are not going to interrupt them by leaving Legos on the ground. You know the pain. Don't pretend you don't. So, we have a variety of industry types, again, corresponding to the membership demographics that I told you about. We are interested in learning how we can help you. So come and talk to us, be part of us. Join us for a bit, see if you like it, see if there's something that we can do for you. We're getting started in February. We have our first ribbon cutting on the 17th. We have our first tenacity this Friday. We have a 51% off sale that is just for you guys. Please come join us. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna have Phil come up and tell us what's up and coming. Oh, I'm sorry. Linda, I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what, I'll start off. Linda always can fill in, because she really knows what's going on. Hannah, Caroline, I think it's a great idea.
It's not an idea, Bill.
I wish you were around in December of 1995, where the first 4 months of the Up and Coming Weekly was at a booth at Haymont Grill. And prior to it burning down, P.J. Paris, who owns it, said I could actually put a plaque up right on the wall where I sat for 4 months running the newspaper. But some of the points that Hannah brings up are extremely important for you to understand. It is who you know, and networking is the way to grow your business. Advertising by itself does not work. You've heard me say that. So the more you can get out to meet people, diverse people in this community, the more your business is going to grow, it's going to get stronger. And that's what Linda McAllister and I do for this community, is by being a community publisher, everything that we do relates to this community and what's going on here. So if you connect with these type of publications, these will actually energize your social media contacts, okay? Because the one thing that social media cannot do is to brand your company, okay? And you've got to brand yourself. So some of the things that we recommend that you can do and where you can be, okay, are found in these publications, like on Tuesday, the February 2nd, write these dates down, okay? The Chamber of Commerce has a networking breakfast where the whole purpose of that is to introduce people and what they do to other people just like yourself, just like Hannah and Caroline's Revolutionary Workspace. I'm telling you, that's what you want to do. The other thing is, in this issue of Up and Coming Weekly, they talk about the Fayetteville Ladies Power Luncheon, okay? They got 4 dynamite speakers. This is every quarter, okay? That's on February 9th, where for $75, you could actually set up a booth, okay, and promote your business, but you're going to be able to meet about 200 other people that are interested in what you do and what your business is. And you get a great lunch and you get to hear from some other wonderful people. The Chamber of Commerce has a coffee club, okay, and that is on the 16th of the month, or the 15th of this month. They have a business after hours. Again, that is a networking event. But here's something you probably don't know. If you're not involved somehow in this community civically, if you're not a member of the Exchange Club, if you're not a member of the Rotary or the Kiwanians or, you know, the Lions Club or whatever.
NL.
Or what?
NL, everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, you need to think about that, because here you've got your doctors, your lawyers, your professors, your chief cook, bottle washers, Indian chiefs, okay? And the more people you know, the more people can help you develop your business. So here's a personal invitation from me. I love that 4 o'clock idea, Hannah. I think that's awesome. And tenacity, man, what a marketing coup that was. Woo, you're the girl. Okay, if you ever want to get out of this nonprofit business and get into the profit world, come and see me. That's great. That's great. But here's your personal invitation. On every first Thursday of the month, the Fayetteville Kiwanis Club has a social. And it's strictly informal social. There's no business, there's no nothing. But they pick a place out this Thursday, or on the 6th, it's going to be a Bonefish Grill, okay? And we're gonna go over there, okay? And it's just for socializing. It's informal, okay? We're at all of these events, so you'll always know somebody there to introduce you. But this is a great way, it doesn't cost you anything, but you can come, you can be a part of it, and get to know some really wonderful people in this community. So we do encourage you to pick up our publications. FTCC has been a supporter of our publications for ever since I started, to find out what's going on here at the college, what's going on with the Chamber of Commerce, what's going on in the community. These are the publications that that pride themselves in providing that information. What events did I leave out?
I wanted to clarify a couple of dates. I think Kiwanis is tomorrow, correct? The first Thursday, that's tomorrow, the 2nd of
That's
February.
tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
And our networking breakfast is next Tuesday, the 7th. And what I wanted to point out is that in the current up and coming, page 10 is the calendar for the chamber events. And there's even an article on the opposite page regarding FTCC being involved with the Better Business Bureau.
That's right. Carl Mitchell. Is it Dr. Carl Mitchell or is it just Carl Mitchell? Just Carl. He is the Vice President of Human Resources here, was just named the Chairman of the Better Business Bureau of Coastal Carolina. And another local ex-commissioner, Ed Melvin, was chair-elect. So that's two major positions being held by people from Cumberland County. So that's in this issue also.
You'll also find some articles about the property reevaluation. So the thing about Up and Coming Weekly is it not only lets you know in the center calendar the events that are happening, but also the civic issues that are important in town. I think that's where.
That's right. What page?